Good morning. Today, we're diving into a moment that could define Ireland's future for years to come. Ireland's latest budget isn't just about numbers, it's about people, priorities, and the values that shape a nation. Behind every euro spent, there's a story, a family hoping for better healthcare, a student dreaming of opportunity, a community seeking support. In summer 2024, the government unveiled a bold plan. Billions in new spending designed to reach every corner of Irish life, from the bustling streets of Dublin to the quiet villages of the countryside. This budget was crafted to touch every home, every business, and every citizen. This wasn't routine. It was a direct response to a rapidly changing Ireland, one with more people, new challenges, and rising expectations. The country is growing, and with that growth comes the need for bold decisions and innovative solutions. The summer economic statement outlined an $8.3 billion package, one of the largest spending increases in years. It's a figure that signals ambition, but also responsibility. The government aimed to boost spending by nearly 7%, marking a major shift in fiscal policy. This wasn't just about keeping up, it was about leaping forward, ensuring Ireland remains competitive and compassionate. This meant more funding for essential services, healthcare, transport, and support for families facing higher living costs. Hospitals, schools, and public transport are all set to benefit, promising real improvements in daily life. The plan was ambitious, sparking debate nationwide. Some praised its vision, while others questioned its risks and the rules it might stretch. Ireland's growing economy and population demanded careful management and bold investment. Housing, infrastructure, and education are all under the spotlight, as the government tries to balance growth with sustainability. The government chose to invest heavily in its people and future, betting that today's spending will yield tomorrow's prosperity. This script will break down why this spending boost was necessary, what rules were bent, and where the money will go. We'll look at the tough choices, the new directions, and the hopes riding on this budget. It's a story of choices and priorities at a pivotal moment for Ireland. The decisions made now will echo for generations, shaping the country's identity and future. The budget is more than figures. It's a vision for a modern, thriving nation. It's about blending tradition with progress and ensuring no one is left behind. Let's explore how this landmark budget aims to shape Ireland's next chapter and what it means for the people who call this island home. The stakes? The well-being of every Irish citizen and the promise of a brighter, more inclusive future for all. Why such a big spending increase? The answer is straightforward. Ireland is growing, fast, and in ways that are reshaping the country's future. Every year, more people are calling Ireland home, and that brings both opportunities and challenges. More people means more demand for schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. Classrooms are filling up, hospitals are seeing more patients, and roads and public transport are busier than ever before. If funding doesn't keep up, services suffer. Overcrowded classrooms, longer hospital wait times, and strained public services can quickly become the norm if investment lags behind population growth. The government recognized this challenge and acted decisively, understanding that inaction would only make things harder for everyone. Finance Minister Jack Chambers made it clear, a strong, expanding population needs real, sustained investment, not just promises, but actual resources directed where they're needed most. Without this investment, Ireland's reputation as a great place to live, work, and raise a family could be at risk. People want vibrant communities, good jobs, and reliable services. Think of it like a family home. When more people move in, you need more food, more space, and more care to keep everyone happy and healthy. The budget increase was about making sure everyone, young and old, new arrivals and long-time residents, gets the support and opportunities they need to thrive. It was a practical move, not just a political one. The government wanted to ensure that growth benefits everyone, not just a select few. Old budget assumptions no longer fit Ireland's new reality. The country is changing, and so must the way it plans for the future. The government adjusted its plans to match the country's rapid growth, investing in new housing, better roads, and expanded public services. Supporting a growing nation became the budget's central theme, ensuring that Ireland remains a welcoming, dynamic place for all. The message is clear. Ireland is expanding, and investment must keep pace to secure a bright future for everyone who calls it home. To deliver this spending boost, the government broke its own rule. In 2021, they set a 5% cap on spending growth to ensure discipline. But by 2024, sticking to that rule would have meant underfunded services. The government chose flexibility over rigidity, raising spending by nearly 7%. Critics warned this could set a risky precedent. Ministers argued the situation was exceptional. Public needs came first. The debate: follow strict rules or adapt to real-world demands. The government bet that people would support bending the rule for better services. Responsible government, they argued, means more than balancing books. It means meeting real needs. This move highlighted the tension between fiscal discipline and public investment. For Ireland, the needs of a growing nation took priority over a percentage point. The government's message: rules matter, but people matter more. Where's the money going? Let's break it down and see how this massive budget is being put to work across Ireland, shaping the country's future and supporting its people. The $8.3 billion package splits into two main parts: $6.9 billion for spending on public services and infrastructure, and $1.4 billion dedicated to tax measures designed to ease the burden on families and businesses. Most of the spending, over $5 billion, goes toward simply maintaining the current level of public services and paying for previously agreed public sector pay raises, ensuring that essential workers like teachers, nurses, and civil servants are supported. Only about $1.8 billion is set aside for new initiatives, fresh projects and programs that aim to address emerging needs and opportunities. Day-to-day public service spending rises by 6.4%, a significant increase that reflects the growing demands on Ireland's health, education, and social systems. This means more funding for teachers in classrooms, nurses in hospitals, and support for those relying on social welfare. Infrastructure and capital investment get a 10.6% boost, an increase that will help modernize the country's roads, schools, and public buildings. This investment is about building the roads and schools that communities need and ensuring hospitals are ready to serve a growing and aging population in the years ahead. These investments are crucial for keeping pace with Ireland's rapid growth and urban expansion, while also aiming to improve the quality of life for everyone, from young families to older citizens. The tax package is carefully crafted to help households manage everyday expenses and to support businesses, especially small and local ones, as they cope with rising costs and economic uncertainty. The budget isn't just about launching new projects or making big promises. It's about keeping the entire system running smoothly, even as it faces increasing pressure from population growth and global challenges. The numbers reveal a system already stretched thin, with long queues and high demand before any new promises are even delivered. This is a budget built for both stability and progress, balancing the need for immediate support with long-term investment. Every euro is targeted to make a real difference, aiming to build a stronger, fairer Ireland for everyone who calls it home. Public services are at the heart of this budget. Ireland's growing, and so are demands on schools, hospitals, and welfare. Over $5 billion of the increase simply keeps services at their current level, covering pay deals and essential costs. Competitive wages are crucial to attract and retain teachers, nurses, and civil servants. The budget also includes $1.4 billion in tax measures to help with the cost of living. These could mean tax cuts, credits, or one-off payments for families. The goal: make a visible difference. Shorter clinic waits, smaller classes, better transport. It's a two-pronged approach: stronger public services and direct support for households. The government wants this budget to be felt in everyday life. Infrastructure is a major focus, up 10.6% in this budget. Roads, railways, broadband, schools, and hospitals are all getting upgrades. With more people, Ireland needs more capacity now. The government's plan: invest before bottlenecks slow growth or hurt quality of life. Projects range from new schools to expanded public transport and renewable energy. These are long-term investments, serving communities for decades. Some argue capital spending should be treated differently from day-to-day costs. This budget puts that idea into action, prioritizing future growth. It's about building the Ireland of 2030 and beyond. The health service was under immense strain, even before the new budget. The Department of Health was set to overspend by $1.1 billion in 2024. The government responded with an emergency $1.5 billion injection to stabilize services. More patients, an aging population, and rising costs all fueled the crisis. The budget aims to move from emergency bailouts to sustainable funding, immediate relief now, and a stronger foundation for the future. The challenge: fund the health system properly from the start, not just patch holes. It's one of the government's toughest, most important tasks. This budget lands just before a general election. It's the government's last big chance to win over voters. Generous spending and tax cuts are no accident. They're part policy, part politics. The coalition wants to showcase achievements and offer real benefits. Breaking the 5% rule gave them room for popular measures. The needs are real: population growth, health pressures, but timing matters. The message: Ireland's economy is strong, and the government is investing in people. This budget is both a policy response and a campaign pitch. It's high stakes, blending genuine needs with political reality. The government hopes voters see this as proof of competent, caring leadership. In conclusion, this budget is more than numbers. It's a response to a nation in transition. Major investment, even at the cost of breaking a fiscal rule, signals clear priorities: people and the future. Funding boosts for services, infrastructure, and health aim to meet both immediate and long-term needs. The government's message: prosperity must benefit everyone. With an election looming, this is their pitch for trust and votes. The budget sets a new course for Ireland at a pivotal moment. It balances discipline with urgent investment. For Irish citizens, it promises real improvements and a vision for a thriving future.